Hey everyone, this is Bertram from the Ask a Recruiter video series, and there's one thing that no one talks about when it comes to those folks that are peak performers or the very best within their industry. I remember my first year as a recruiter, and it was like truly awesome. I was making a lot of placements, I was having a lot of fun, and I really found my passion. I believe, as that quote says, if you truly find something that you're passionate about and that you love doing, you never work a day in your life. I'd work 12-hour days, get home, turn on the laptop and continue working till around midnight, slept for 5 hours, and made my way back to the office to be there for around 7 every single morning during the week. And I just had a blast. I was having so much fun. But one thing that folks never realize about those peak performers and those folks that are able to be at the top of their career and within their industry, yes, the money is fantastic. Yes, the job offers that keep on coming in and the partnerships and the licensing deals that come in are truly amazing. Yes, finally having the respect of your peers and your coworkers and those folks that are your mentors and that are senior of you going to a totally different part of the country. I was mainly based in Florida, and a lot of the recruiting I did was on the East Coast as well as the Midwest within the country. I went to my first AHIMA conference, a big annual one that they would have once a year in California, and I had so many folks that I worked with or that I met prior that heard about me that said, "Hey Bertram, finally nice to meet you." And that was before all of these LinkedIn videos. So it was truly a lot of text and just job posts I used to do on LinkedIn and little articles and such. But what folks don't realize is just we are willing to sacrifice everything to get to that level. And the big thing that we usually do sacrifice that a lot of folks don't realize are family time, vacations, and quality time with our family. So the big thing that I promised my wife and my family when I started this agency, Renown Talent, is that every time we really had something to celebrate, I was going to pause and we were going to go ahead and celebrate it. Whether it was us making a placement, okay, and that's a lot of money for the agency, or assigning a new client, and that's a lot of potential money that we can make for the agency, that I was going to take that time, we were going to pause, celebrate the wins as a family, because I realized it's not just me making those sacrifices, it's actually my whole family. And I probably didn't really appreciate that quality time with my wife until we started having children, because after we started having children, if I wasn't spending time with my son, it was going to be my wife having to spend time with my son alone, watching him, taking care of him. And when I really started to think about that, I said, Bertram, you need to switch it up. You need to do something a little bit different. So today we are in Sokcho. Sokcho is around a 3.5-hour drive from Seoul. Seoul is on the west side of South Korea. Sokcho is on the east side of South Korea. And if you actually drive around 30 minutes to an hour from Sokcho, you can actually reach North Korea, but you can't really get there because that DMZ line just goes all the way across South Korea and North Korea at the very top. But yeah. This is the mountain range. This is Soroksan. This is one of the big attractions here. And a unique thing about the hotel that we're staying at is that this hotel was built so long ago, they don't actually allow any other buildings to be built in this area. So there's only like 2 or so hotels that are in this area. This is one of the nicer ones that we like to stay at. And this whole place is now an actual, it's actual reserve. It's actually a national park here in Sokcho, so nothing can be built. And it's one of the ones that really has, I would say, the best view of this. So my question to you and those peak performers, have you sacrificed everything to get to that level? And I think it's only something that other peak performers can realize. We see it. And I remember when I won my first award as a top recruiter, my first year as a recruiter, we had meetings all day. So what I did was I went home and I just started working, and I just said, I'm not going to do that this time. I will definitely continue to work a lot and very hard for my clients and for the candidates that I'm representing, but I will take those moments to pause at the appropriate time and celebrate those wins with my family and with my growing team at Renown Talent. So I'll talk with you again very soon. Bye-bye.